Welcome back to another episode of What Can You Learn From My Mistakes, my PvP commentary series. So today we have a really spicy match. I'm playing support Tempest. We have a really strong teammate, or two at least, with Bell, a very good necromancer, and Syndrona, one of the best thieves. And then on the enemy team we have Demolish, one monthly AT winner, really strong player, and Stronlo, which is a really strong player that, let's say, abuses some really nasty builds in ranked, and a lot of players, low rated players, can't deal with this. For example, this is a condition decap build or something, so let's see how it goes. So we have a thief, we have a condition reaper, we have me as a support Tempest, we have our warrior, which is not a side note build. He plays War on, but it's also not a support build, so it's a really weird setup. And we have a core ranger, which is currently not good. If I'm, let's say, really optimistic, I would say it's really bad. And then we have some Willbender in the enemy team, a thief. We have Demolish on Spellbreaker, so we will definitely get no one that can face him in a 1-on-1. We also have, like I said, Stronlo on some weird decap build, which is also no one can face him over time. And then we have the rival Spear Chronomancer, which is also a tough matchup. So at the start we just split up, but you will see that the split is really weird because, of course, one of our ranger or our warrior should go close, and no one does. So Syndrona decides to go close, and now we have Demolish crossing, which 3 people react to. A little bit overkill, but okay. Then we have here our warrior and me in the mid fight, already quite pressured. I try to disengage and heal the warrior, but also go to the no port spot here. So kite a bit to get some healing back up, and now I try to auto attack to get some healing to my warrior and some damage, and support my warrior, and then I get some healing back, and our team comes back, and we get actually the resustain, and we are in a good spot now. It's a 4v4 or 5v5 even. We get a kill here. I try to apply some counter pressure with my overload, especially because it's an air overload, so we get the shocking aura, which is really strong. We get the Warbinder Storm from our warrior, and at this point we've actually won this team fight, I would say, which is not surprising because we have a support, they don't, and we have, I would say, better team fight. Yeah, maybe better team fight players. Now we get the cliff on the ranger here. I should have gone for the water cliff at this point, but I was not sure how much damage the Willbender would pump out, because it's actually quite crazy how much damage they can pump out in a short amount of time, so I wanted to go for the first cliff I could get. Then I decide to go back to Elle and heal her. We are in a weird spot now, so we have Syndrona in a 1v1 at far point. We got the decap, and now we have a perfectly even score, and our team is fighting at the midpoint, and we get the kill on the thief. Bell is now pressuring Demolish, you can see on the left, and I decide to help my 2 bad players, the warrior and the ranger, almost at beach, because they are currently losing the 2v2, which is a decision. Maybe it's good, maybe not, because you will see that Demolish decides to res, which is a smart choice at this point, or at least it's not Demolish, but the enemy Willbender gets the res because Bell can't pressure it. So if my team would have fought not here, but would have moved up to the stairs here, we could have denied this res, and we would probably be in a much better spot, because now we are quite pressured. We have to give the cap here, and we have to support Bell, and Syndrona actually gets the kill in the 1-on-1, which is good, but we lose permanently points from getting the ticks of our close point, because Stronlo is holding it against our core ranger. Our core ranger loses because the Willbender outnumbers it, so we get no value from this. We get at least the midpoint, and actually far as well because Synthoner won the 1-on-1. Now I try to support Bell again, or Synthoner, whoever is here, and our warrior just holds the point for now. We are in a good spot now, but we instantly lose far again because they have a respawn. And now we don't push far because we don't really want to play for 3 nodes with no real side noder, or at least no good side noder. And then we go for close and help, which is an interesting choice, but yeah, we have to do it. Synthoner contests the beast on the other side of the map, and we get some really good heal for our warrior, because he would probably have died here. We get the decap, which is good, and Synthoner dies, but they get the beast, but Synthoner rallies from the beast, so that's a good point. I am now a bit useless because we have a cap in the midpoint and our team is fighting in a 2v2 on close. And I made the decision to go and help Synthoner, which is a tough choice at this point because Synthoner is really low and I don't know if I would make it in time. So we get the close point now and Synthoner actually dies, but I'm in time to get the water cliff. I try to get the decap here with my CCs, but the Willmender actually pots on me and we get no decap. Synthoner is in a 1v2, but I don't want to be in a 2v2 here, so I go for mid and trust Synthoner to not die again. And our warrior dies instantly at mid and we lose the whole map except the far point. So far is also lost, but Synthoner is not dead yet. So I'm in a really tough spot here. I can't get any reses here. I can't... the decision to go to Synthoner was a decision. I'm not sure if it was the best one I could have made, but yeah, at this point, it doesn't matter. So wherever I go, I can maybe get the win of, or not, let's say, deny the kill on our teammate, but the other 2 points will lose. So it's a tough choice. We will always lose overall in the map. So now go for Kite and try to get to hold the decap a bit. We are against 3 people here, Synthoner and me, which is fine because we can juke them quite a lot, but our team doesn't make anything out of it. Our ranger pushes far, and we get the decap on close. That's good, but I can't permanently hold the decap. And I don't know where to rotate at this point, to be honest, because our ranger will lose far again. It's for sure against Demolish and also the Thief. Our warrior will lose the 1-on-1. So I will stay mid with 2 other good players. So yeah, not that cool. So I head mid, get Bell some might stacks for more damage, get some healing out. We get of course the decap in a few moments because we get the knock and we are outnumbering heavily. So now I make the decision to go for close again. It's a really close match at this point. So it's still not lost, but our, let's say, ranger rotates way too late, I would say. I get some healing on my warrior. And Synthoner gets the decap on far. We are outnumbering mid, but we don't get a kill on Demolish yet, so that's really stupid. So now I'm in a bad spot because my warrior just leaves me here. I just think, okay, I will disengage and get some healing back and some life, and then we instantly get decapped at mid as well. So at this point, our warrior just I don't know who was decapping, but our warrior didn't see it, so we instantly lose the cap. Synthoner gets decap and comes back to us, but our team is fighting at the henge or at the mine. And I try to help them now, but at this point it's not really winnable, this fight, I would say, because our warrior and our... So here happened something interesting. So our ranger pushed to our warrior at midpoint and they died. And the warrior probably got the battle standard and rested them, but they were in a so in a 2v1, so they were outnumbering the enemy Guardian. And now Bell and I am in a 2v2, which is not that good, but okay. And Syndrome is also in a 1v2 and is winning it. So we are actually, our team manages to lose a 2v1, or let's say stall it long enough that we don't get the value from Syndona's 1v2. It's really good. Not. And then we try to help our team here with our CCs. I see that Syndona is quite pressured, so I help him. We actually really pressure Demolish here, but we can't get the kill. We now slowly get the kill. I go to decap, and after that I instantly move mid again because that's not my job to hold the point. The Ranger should have left Demolish bleeding and don't stomp here, because then we get the cap and some more value from one of the enemy players that is currently dead. Syndona is again against the Mesmer, which is a matchup I think he wants to be in. Our close point is decap, but it's over the long run probably going to get capped by the enemy team. I wait here until the Guardian jumps down so they can get the decap. But it should not be my place to get the decap. I now helps Syndona with some support. Our Ranger got the cap, went instantly to Beast and got instantly decapped, and will now probably lose the Beast. So at this point we are not in a really good position. I can't really help this, so I have to help Syndona. We are in a 2v2, which is not where you want to be as a support, like I said. And we get some nice resustain. We actually also get quite good ticks on the cap, but our Ranger lost the Beast and lost the life, so not that good. And our close point won actually. Bell got a kill. Syndona dies here. I get the water cliff again. We are in a 2v2 still. We get even the cap, so that's good, but now I have to disengage because we don't have enough sustain after all. To be really careful here. I disengage again. And we are doing quite good in this 2v2, but our team doesn't make the, let's say, here it looks quite good. If we hold this position, we are happy. We probably win. But our team now makes the decision to go for Beast, which is okay at this point because we are 3 people there and no one else, so we get the Beast. But our team, at the same point, is now deciding to not come mid, or I don't know what this team is doing. But now Syndona gets the kill mid. I kite Demolish, some stability chaining up, and our warrior instantly gets decap because it didn't make it to the point on time. And now is against in a 1v2 again. And we fight here in a 3v2 actually, which is also not where we want to be. The Ranger actually gets a decap on far. That's where we want to be. But now gets in a 1-on-1 and will probably lose it because his spec is way inferior and probably is also worst player. And then I try to decide to get to our outnumbered warrior and heal him. But I get quite pressured as well. So I try to leave. We will now lose the point in a few seconds, and therefore I make the decision to go mid again because I can't really sustain this heavy condition pressure. Our Ranger lost meanwhile far point. Mid point is contested by Bell. She is quite pressured, so I decide to help her. Syndona gets a kill on beach. That helps, but it's not enough because we have no points. The enemy team has 2 points. So I come just in time to get some healing for Bell. And now I'm again in a tough spot because Bell is resustained. My team is currently fighting close so I should go close because there's my team is there. But it's not the winning move. Even if we win the close point, we would have to win the mid point as well. And that would not be enough because they have enough points to just win from one node. So at this point it's really tough and it's probably lost. But we'd fight here and try to heal well in the 2v2 here. But our team again lost in a fair fight and we can't come back from this. So at this point we just lose. And you can see that this match, it's really tough. We have 2 good players plus me. Let's say I'm a good to mediocre player, and we have 2 really bad players, the warrior and the ranger. And I as a support can't carry anything, even though I played quite good in this match, I would say. I can't carry them because they make bad decisions and I have to follow up on these decisions because I am a support and I can't deal damage myself, or at least not that much, and I have to help them when they get pressured. So that's really bad all the time. And even though Cinder and I tried to carry really hard here, we did not win the match. And I did not die at all. And you still could see that my rotations or my, let's say, decision making was not on point. Please let me know in the comments what you would have made differently. I would really like to know. I think we can learn a lot from this. Of course, I did not play the perfect support class right now, but I think it's still very good. So you can still win a lot of matches with this, and that's definitely not a match where I would have won just because I played support chrono, for example. So that's a really, really strong, let's say, match to carry. If you carry this one, you're a really good player, but I feel like it was almost not doable. So I hope you enjoyed this commentary. If you did, be sure to leave a like. If you want to see more guides like this or more commentaries like this, don't forget to subscribe. I would really appreciate it. Thanks a lot for watching, and I hope to see you in the next video.